Hello again, everybody. Welcome to part 2.5 on our Dodge Ram 1500 5.7 V8 four-wheel drive with the binding and popping and noisy and vibrating front end. In the last video, well, you know about the last video, you were just there because you're here through the link. If you happen to miss the link, or if you're here for some other strange type of reason and you'd like to go back to the first part of this truck, just go down into this video's description and you're going to find a link down there that will take you back in time to our first iteration in video on this particular truck, or a particular repair rather. So like I promised in the end of the last video, we're going to go ahead and commence to chopping out this side CV axle. We had to do a similar procedure on the other side. It needed a lot of cutting disc action to get the axles out. They were rusted in, and now they are not rusted in because I chopped them off with a grinder. So we're gonna have to repeat the same procedure over here on the driver's side. So let's get straight to it. That way we don't have another hour of me grinding away at the bottom of the Dodge. And I know it's been changed to Ram. It's a Ram truck now, not a Dodge truck, because every single company on the face of the planet has owned a piece of Fiat, Chrysler, Mopar, Mercedes, whatever they are now, Opel. I don't even know anymore. But to me, it's still a Dodge because they started off as a Dodge, and just because they changed their name to Ram doesn't mean it's a Ram. It's always going to be a Dodge in my heart because I'm an old guy and I don't change. Okay, so I think this side's going to go a little faster because now we know exactly how we've got to do this, and there's not going to be much trial and error. I also don't have to remove the skid plate because it's still sitting on the ground. Unclickage of the bracket. There we go. Let's back it up. We'll get our axle nut removed, and then we'll go for the ball joints and the outer tie rod. Big rigid gun in action. Unclickage. That was nice. All right, moving left. We've got a tie rod to remove. Let's get this guy unbolted. There we go. Slight bit of impact encouragement. I did not come anywhere near hitting the thread. See how that's unthreaded right here? So I was able to do that on this one. When these have threads that go all the way down, you can't hit it with a hammer unless you're putting a new one on. But I cheated. Okay, let's get the ball joint next. Same procedure. We'll break it loose. Hit it with a hammer. A little tighter. A little looser. There we go. Hit you with a hammer too. Impact efficiency. Woo, there we go. That's free. Now backing up again, taking a look down south. I'm going to press the axle out of the bearing with an impact driver. I'm not really going to press it. I'm going to hammer it. Okay, that's out. Let's get it free of the knuckle. Just like the other side, got to manhandle it out. Come on. Pry bar. We're gonna pry bar handle it out using leverage. Maybe. Come on. Come on. You can do it. No, almost. Here it comes. It's out of the hole. Now I just need to get it free of the knuckle. There. There we go. Freedom achieved. Now we can focus back towards the interior here to try to get that thing unsplined. I'm going to try to hit it off with the hammer first, but chances are I'm going to have to cut it away just like the other side. I guess we're going to find out. Let's go down below and get started. You know, I might get lucky and this is just going to come right out, thus offsetting the aggravation that we just went through on the other side. Probably not. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's going to work. Negative so far. Let's try the big hammer. braking. Yes. Look at that. That was beautiful. It worked. I'm going to win. Well, maybe break even. I don't know about winning. All right, one more time. Let's get these splines decrustified so we can get some oil on them. Well, grease rather. Need to get grease on them. Who am I kidding? Escalation, brake clean, pressure washer time. Oh no! I'm running out! No! Round two! Fight! Woo! Air! Okie dokes, now that that has been successfully de-rustified, let's pack some grease on these splines. These are also in very good shape. They're not worn out or marred up or destroyed or anything like that, so we're good here. Get that packed into the ring nice like. Make it pretty. A little bit extra on the end right there, just in case. And we can get our axle in position. Oakley dokley, shaft number 2 coming in. I'm gonna do this the same way that I did the other side. We're gonna put it in the bearing, the wheel bearing splines first. We'll straighten it up and then use the straight line to drive in the inside splines here. Get that in position. We're all lined up. Let's get the upper ball joint set up here. Ooh, go in a little farther. There we go. Perfect. That's going to achieve a straight line or a straight-ish line on that axle. Bear with me if my arm's in the way. Oh, I'm kind of hanging off this control arm. Safe. Woo! And I'll just use the air hammer to run this in down here, not up here. Click. Okay, air hammer coming in. Everything's kind of straight. That's not what you're supposed to do. Spline clickage. Got it. Oh, this side's going great. I love it. So nice. Let's get our axle nut on. Let's get our tie rod. Come here, tie rod. Let's get that thing back together. Bracket and then wheels, and then well, and then we're good here. We're in the home stretch, which is great because I'm running out of daylight. Time to go home soon. Been here all day. There we go. Let's see. Impact. Whoa, gravity. That's like, it's like double gravity. Almost killed me. There, you go here. So disorganized. You would never let me work on your car. What are we doing? Why are we doing it that way? Oh, gravity again. I have a solution to that. What's happening is the stud is spinning and the nut can't get friction. So we put friction on the stud with pry bar and prying down. See that right there? I'm prying down on the tie rod. Kapooyah! Just like that. Got it. Okay, outboard axle nut coming in next. Let's get that guy spun on. We'll rigid the thing down. Torque you later. All right, moving off to the right ever so slightly. Let's go ahead and get our brake line bracket back into position here. 2 bolts. Why don't you line up? What is this? There we go. I think this bracket's part of the lift kit. Because that bolt is not a factory bolt. This bolt, one below it is. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. I am a horrible cameraman. Pickage. Let's get our wheel speed sensor wire clipped back in. Get in there. There we go. Looking good in the neighborhood. I like it. Okay, I've got everything back on with the exception of that 20-pound skid plate. So let's scooch back down over here and we'll prepare ourselves to get that thing in position. As soon as that thing's in, I can get the wheels back on and we'll get this thing back out on the road. That was loud. Told you it was heavy. All right, heavy skid plate. Oh man, here we go. One nut and one bolt at a time. I don't like this. Oh. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. That one's threaded. Okay. Here, buddy. Next, that one's gonna go in probably around back over here. Get the nut on. There's like no space. Oh, I dropped the nut. Not okay. Got it. Recovered. Dropped it. Unrecovered. Come on. I'm reaching up and then around at an angle to get this to thread. It's not working. I'm rethinking my life right now. Okay. That one's not gonna work yet. Let me try the one over here on this side. I know I can reach that one. Try this again. Whoa. Oh, come on. Not okay. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. I'm running out of calories and energy. That's what I'm doing wrong. I'm beginning to experience some muscle fatigue. Let's try this. Yeah, put a handle on it. There. Okay, that's 2. The other one fell out. No worries. Okay, well, I've got all the bolts in. Unfortunately, I looked over and my GoPro was turned off, so I don't know if you guys caught any of that or not. The battery died. Shoo. I'll catch you back up. I'm now putting the bolts back in for the skid plate. If the footage is there, then it's there, and if it's not, then, well, you didn't miss much because it's just a skid plate. Anyway, I got a couple of these guys to tighten. We're out of here. Do one more. Right back here. It is hot. Muy caliente. Is that right? Is that proper Spanish? I don't know. Here. All right, got it. Good. Hooray. Okie dokes. Everybody, this thing is a resounding success. It could have gone south in the worst ways, but it did not because I have a cutting wheel. We were able to save the day. We got the axles changed out. We got the front drive shafts changed out. That's going to resolve the vibration issues on this particular truck. Everybody's tight on both sides, tight, torqued. All I've got left to do is toss the wheels on and we're good to go. So that being said, I think this video is good to go and I'm good to go because it's the end of the day and I'm out of here. So as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this super secret hidden video part 2. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for the clicks. Always helps out with the algorithm. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did enjoy this video, you know the drill. Please feel free to let me know about that by tapping that like button down below. Drop me a comment or two while you're down there, and most importantly, do not forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. Into Doge, into drivetrain, into video, into day, going home, taking a shower. See you guys later, into transmission.